brought this on himself.
And I feel like that's the issue. America keeps sticking its nose and trying to be the world's police. I've heard the argument online that like Drake doesn't really do anything to uplift the black culture. Like he doesn't go to any black media outlets.
At least off rip. Next one. Yeah. Everything cut off.
So Mark, you stay with your ex.
Yeah, well, she stayed with me.
How'd that go?
Horrible. My question today, right? Is Drake black? And is it appropriate to call his blackness into question?
He calls his own blackness into question. He made his whole career out of having an identity crisis. Like, one minute he's black, next minute he's gallivanting with the white folks and talking about his bar mitzvah and all this and that.
Next minute he Jamaican and having a whole video with Rihanna in a literal Jamaican jerk spot.
Yeah, he
in
brought this
Toronto.
on himself. Like, he made it the forefront of his identity.
And like I've heard
J.
this
Cole
argument.
ain't do that.
I've heard the argument on
Yeah,
online.
nigga from North Carolina. Sorry.
It's cool. I've heard the argument online that like Drake doesn't really do anything to uplift the black culture. Like he doesn't go to any black media outlets. He doesn't give black media outlets his time that much, especially ever since he's gotten big. But he'll sit on, a fucking Bobby Altoff interview and he'll give her his time. And she's like this white house mom looking chick.
But won't give the
Won't give an interview to Power 105. Won't give an interview to the Breakfast Club. Won't give an interview to Hot 97.
not even Dennis Morris, the YouTube channel guy. I feel like he's like the neutral party of everything.
I don't even know who that is. I'm gonna be real.
Me neither.
The one that does the weird interviews. I'm gonna pull him up. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
I still say he's black though.
I think that's just a career move.
Is
I
he
think he's just
culturally
going
black,
towards
though?
whatever media outlets is going to garner the most publicity for his career.
Yeah.
I don't think he's selectively not going to the
Doesn't
black
speak on
media
black
outlets.
issues.
Nah, but a lot of people don't.
Yeah, it's political. I
Yeah, a
don't
lot of
think.
people really don't.
He is.
And plus, he's Canadian.
Who he
He can't speak on a
identifies
lot
himself
of black issues that's going on in America because he's not American.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He born and raised in Toronto. What issues of America that he knows besides moving over here
But I feel like
as an
he's.
adult?
Yeah.
But I feel like he's trying to infringe on black American culture.
I mean,
Like,
Yeah, he's part
You
of it
don't-
now.
everybody else basically.
he don't rap like this, Cody. Like, he don't rap like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Well,
doesn't-
I don't think a lot of
he
people
doesn't say
do
cheese and fun.
because American music influences the world. So if you want to be a successful artist, then a lot of them end up imitating American
A lot of them do.
music anyway, just
Yeah.
to make it big.
A lot of the Afrobeat artists, they do the same thing. They still have like American like innuendos within like their videos,
Yeah.
even the way that they dress. What you doing in South Africa wearing Timbs? It's hot as shit out there.
Yeah,
Timbs in your video,
yeah.
but we don't have an influence on the world.
Of course we do.
That's
man.
another
definitely
story.
do.
But we'll,
Definitely do.
We'll go into that.
Yeah, but as far as him being black, man, I say he's black.
I say he is whoever he identifies.
But
the thing is,
he was raised by his mom.
yeah, that's another thing. He was raised in a white Jewish household.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said,
He's biracial by genetics.
The only reason I
biologically.
say you can't really call his blackness into question is because he can't travel about the world the way he looks to say I'm a white man.
exactly.
Yeah.
He's a black man.
Yeah, definitely
Can't
not.
pass. He can't pass as a white man.
Nah.
White people are gonna know. Oh, there's something up. Like he's not. No. So yeah. Moving on. If we could take a break from the Drake Kendrick beef.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about? I don't know if you guys have heard about the Ivy League or like the colleges protesting for being pro-Palestine.
Yeah.
How do we feel about that?
I mean,
And like they're being
shit,
arrested.
as former protesters, right?
Yeah.
So you guys were protesting.
Yeah, in college.
What were you guys protesting?
What do you think happened in the 2010s?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that goes without saying, right, people?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what happened to black people in the 2010s?
What did happen? That was
BLM.
like- oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot of injustices against
Yeah.
unarmed black people.
Yeah.
A lot of that at the time, so had hit the streets.
Which had to do with right here in America.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that makes sense. But us protesting for Palestine and free Palestine and all that shit, like me personally, I don't give a fuck about them. I'm just saying, I just don't.
Well, I think
I
for
mean,
the
to be-
college kids, since they're paying tuition to go to this university,
Yeah.
and the university is using their money to fund Israel, they want to make sure that they have a say or are speaking up about it.
Of how
That
they
makes
are
sense, yeah.
allocating the funds.
Yeah.
So here's my thing, right? I get that, right? But and this may not be to the college kids, right? But I understand it's their right to protest, right? That's your American right.
Yes.
But when you start to impede on other people's day, like I saw, like I saw them sit down in the middle of traffic, like free Palestine. Like, man, I gotta get to work. I gotta feed my family. Why are you potentially taking away from my children's mouths to protest for this cause that has nothing to do with you, really? So it's like, when you're doing shit like that, when you're standing in front of like cars that are going to the airport, making people miss their flights, when you're holding up in air-conditioned offices, I feel like some of it is the weakest form of activism you could possibly do.
So, what's your
What's the
preferred
solution?
method of activism?
One, I feel like you should protest the shit that has to do with you here, right? One of my biggest pet peeves was when the rich Rutgers College kids were downtown Newark protesting for George Floyd. Because the fuck does that have to do with y'all, right? I understand. I'm not saying that like what happened with George Floyd shouldn't be able to garner any type of attention, right? Or shouldn't be able to garner awareness. But like, niggas die in Newark every day. Where are the protests to get these gangs off the streets? Where are the protests to get these drug dealers off the streets? But no, because it's the given cause for the moment, and this is the one that you feel like paying attention to right now. You're taking up arms in the streets of Newark. I feel like that's some bullshit.
Well, isn't America funding Israel? Like, what does America have to do with Israel? That ain't got
I agree with that too.
what's going on in Israel.
I
That ain't got
agree.
nothing to do with us either. But here we are funding
But
this
also-
war.
but
That ain't got nothing to do with us.
But also,
Because we're allies.
in
Exactly.
regards to
Allies.
Yeah.
The protesters, allies.
to the Palestine movement, I feel like black people and Christians should be at least a part of like the movement, because actually out of like the other marginalized groups, Palestinians were really in the forefront of like the revolution when it came to getting our civil rights during the 70s. They were a part of the protest as well. So it's just like they had our backs back in the day, and other marginalized groups that technically had nothing to do with the situation of civil rights. White people were a part of that as well. That didn't affect them, but they were a part of that movement.
Here, that's another issue. It's like
That's a good rebuttal.
that's
saying.
another
That's good,
issue. Is
that's
like
good.
I'm 100% against America intervening in anybody's war overseas.
Yes.
100% against it.
We
I
are.
can
I feel
agree.
like we are all.
Don't
in
give our
agreement on that.
money. I don't want our tax money going over there. None of that, right? Don't send troops. Don't send soldiers. Don't send none of that. Because as we've seen from Afghanistan, if we try to be the world's police, when we leave, nothing changed. And I feel like that's the issue. America keeps sticking its nose and trying to be the world's police, when we shouldn't have any real say on how people want to run their country. I say that to say we're protesting. All these people are protesting this shit, but their protesting does nothing, right? Does absolutely nothing. And yeah, sure, you want to create awareness, right? But I don't feel like your protesting is going to create any awareness than anybody that doesn't already know about it. Okay. We see the videos of dead kids and dead babies. We see the videos of blown up hospitals. Everybody knows about it. Like, we don't need you holding up traffic to know about it. Like, we see the shit. We're just, everybody in America is focused on the issues here. At the end of the day, this Palestine versus Israel shit, all it is a holy war. My God gave us this land. No, my God gave us this land. Your God didn't give you this land. So my God, like, that's all it is at the end of the day. That's all it is.
To give more context, I'm sorry, for it to be a blanketed thing. Biblically, they say Israelites, that's the chosen land, or however it may be. In the Quran, is saying that the Muslims, which is the Palestinians, that is basically their land as well. But before all of that, while Jesus was alive and the book was being written in the same breath, everybody lived accordingly, conjunction together during all these times. So before anybody written any type of like land belongs to who, what, when, where, and why, they all coexist with one another.
Right.
Jews, Gentiles, those are the Israel and Palestinians. That's what God is talking about in the Bible. So all this is just unnecessary bloodshed for land.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. And not to offend anyone's religious sensibilities, but at no point in recorded history has any God come down and write a book saying that I gave this land to these people. This is just a bunch of people that are killing each other and killing children because of some guy that said, oh, these people are my favorite people, so they have this land. And to protest and take away, and to protest and give attention to this when you have shit in your own country that you could be providing awareness to, I think it's asinine.
Well, I personally support any form of protest, and do I think that is actually going to stop the government or some type of huge power? Honestly, no. I feel like in order to make an actual impact, I think it needs to be a lot more revolution. But at the same time, I don't think that, well, just based off of how America is treating these protesters, like people peacefully protest, and now you got whole SWAT teams and people throwing tear gas and rubber bullets on peaceful protesters. So if we was to really protest like how we should, like most of Americans saying, oh, I'm going to stop paying taxes and all that, I think America's probably going to drop an atomic bomb on us because they want to keep their power at the end of the day. There's nothing that we as citizens can do to control what America decides to do. So honestly, I don't really think that the protest is really going to do anything, but I do just support it still.
I feel like it spreads awareness at the end of the day, and it kind of causes conversation to create reforms to try to change situations over here so it could be a trickling effect across the way. You know what I'm saying? There was a video on TikTok, actually, of a campus. One side, of course, it was Team Israel, other side, Team Palestine. And then after a while, they were kind of like going back and forth, and they were creating a chant together that says, let's go Biden or Brian.
Oh,
Some of these things, so basically a diss towards Joe Biden. So they kind of more or less Brandon, yes. Mm-hmm. Basically just disrespecting Joe Biden. Mm-hmm. They're just like, take this nigga out of office. This is kind of like the reason why we're here and to begin with from this motherfucker. So like they found a common enemy and they came together, and we just need to start protesting towards the government itself.
100%.
Yeah, but like I said, I think if we did actually everybody protest against the government is not going to hold nothing back. They're going to protect themselves at the end of the day.
I don't know. Yeah, like your average citizen doesn't have nukes, right? But like, and of course, this is all predicated on the government that we have the laws, but we do have the right to bear arms. We do have the right to organize the protest. So I feel like we could affect change if it's physical, right? We've seen it with the Black Panther Party, right? We've had our own like political organizing infrastructures that we were able to affect change with. So I feel like if America as a whole did that, we could possibly make some change.
I'm going to have to disagree.
That's fine. And that's one of my other points about this Israel-Palestine thing. And these protesters, I'm just like, yo, at any point, you guys can, A, get into politics to change the laws from the inside. B, join the military to actually be boots on the ground. Or C, get combat training, get medical training, and book a flight to Palestine yourself and help and actually be boots on the ground. But that's hard. Nobody wants to do that. They'd rather just yell and write signs and march in the streets. So it's like, you're not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing but inconveniencing everybody around you. So I'm just like, this is a little bit silly.
Interesting take. I would say interesting.
Yeah, I think if you don't, realistically, if you just don't support what America has going on, then the only option is really to leave.
But that's the thing. Nobody's going to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody
'Cause
leaving.
Regardless of
Where we finna go.
whatever you think about America, I believe, America is still the best country on this planet to exist in.
Yeah, of course.
I probably would go to Denmark, but
I don't know. I'm good. I'm good right here.
Yeah.
I'm good right here, yo.
I'm just saying, if
Country
shit
with
hit
no-
the
As a
fan
black
over
Country
here,
with no black people?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
as
I
a
ain't-
black person, probably not. But it'll be nice. In theory, it's
Country with
really
no black
nice.
people, bad weather? Like,
free college and healthcare.
Yeah.
I can deal with the rest of the shit.
deal with
I'm
the
just
race-
saying, if shit hits the fan,
racism ain't words. Free college and healthcare.
I mean, to be quite fair, there's racism against American black people everywhere, even in black countries.
Yeah.
So saying all that to say what?
I'm not against it.
Nothing.
But
If it came down to it, I'll definitely move. But
Yeah, shoot, if the missiles come down in 2 days, I'm
we have-
about to
yeah,
volunteer to have somebody sponsor me to go the fuck out of here, whether is, Aubrey's place of origin or where else.
Toronto. I'd move to Canada. I'd move to Toronto.
Yeah, but if the missiles come here, man, they going to Canada too.
Yeah. We not far.
And they allies.
Listen,
Like,
at
yo.
the end of the day, I'm going to leave it up to God.
Yeah, okay. So next segue. Have you guys heard about the story about Gilbert Arenas swapping engagement rings?
No.
wait, Laura?
Say again?
With Laura?
I'm not sure who his mother was.
Who?
I only
who
know
are
him
we
because he was
speaking
married
of?
to Laura Globan from Basketball Wives.
But yeah, so long story short,
Who is this? Who is Gilbert?
so Gilbert
No
Arenas,
Chill Gil. No Chill
he
Gil.
was a basketball player for the Washington Wizards.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking good. So got married, right? Bought his wife $400,000 ring,
Okay.
right? They were going through it. They separated. She left with the ring. He's like, I need that back, but I can't just ask for it back. She ain't gonna give it back. So he made peace with her. He made nice with her. Got her back in the house. They played house for a minute. While they were playing house, he bought a $10,000 engagement ring that looked like the $400,000 one.
I mean, that's still a nice ring, but okay, go off.
Swapped it out. During the course of playing house, he swapped it out. Right? Didn't work again. They got divorced. She kept the ring, but she kept the fake ring. He had the real ring. Right? So his wife is listening to her attorneys like, yo, if you want more money out of him, you got to paint him as the villain. You got to paint him as violent. You got to paint him as abusive. That's how you're gonna get more money out of him in the court system, right? Yeah, crazy shit, right? So through this process, when he finds out he's trying to do that to him, he posts a video with the real ring on Instagram. Like, yeah, I got the real ring. Pretty much bragging, right? She tries to sue him, but she's trying to sue him and go back to court, go back and forth to get the court to get more money. But all the money that she's using to sue him, he's taking from that $400,000 ring money, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think he's an asshole for that, or do you think it is what it is?
I feel like these are rich people problems that are outside of my tax bracket.
I mean, he could have just took her to court because if one thing I learned from that business law class is that engagement rings are legally entitled to the man in an engagement or
Depending
marriage.
on the state.
But it might be considered a gift depending on the state.
Depending on, I think California.
Oh,
Yeah,
It would be
I
considered
googled
a
this.
gift.
I googled this because like me and my ex, we had a similar like conversation.
She's about to sue you for the room.
No, we had the conversation, right? About like if me and my ex were engaged, but we didn't make it down the aisle, should I get the ring back? I said, hell yeah.
I don't want the motherfucker. If I don't want you,
yeah,
why
I
I
would
want
give
the
him the
ring?
ring back.
Exactly, right?
I'ma throw
But
it at you.
She was just like, well, no, it's a gift, it's mine. And I was like, nah, you're gonna have to run me my ring back. She's like, nope, it's a gift.
I mean, it depends on how dirty you did. Like,
I don't give a damn.
yeah. I mean,
I don't give a damn.
if you
I don't care if I
cheated-
slept with your sister.
I'm gonna keep that off of compensation for pain and suffering. So, fuck, and I'm gonna fuck your daddy.
Oh,
Keep the ring.
shit.
So don't do that. You fuck my sister, I'm fucking your daddy. Now I'm your stepmama. What you
I don't
finna
give-
do?
As long as you can fuck whoever you want, as long as I get my ring back. I don't care.
I'll see you at the family reunion with the ring.
As long as I get my ring back, you can fuck whoever. You can be the family pass around.
You a family passer out too, smoking my sister.
But yeah,
Why did he post the ring though?
To be petty.
Yeah.
be petty.
Yeah.
She was being petty.
I think it was smart, man.
Yeah, I think
it was smart. Real smart move.
Because even with the $10,000 ring is still a lot of money, but if she tries to sell it, she's not gonna get anywhere near $10,000.
It's a little. I mean,
You shouldn't have said something. That's
at the end of
That's
the day, girls, protect yourself just like these niggas protect themselves. Before you even think about accepting a ring, look at the prenup. If he writes it up,
Facts.
go to your lawyer and create a counter to where it is working for you and for him. Because one party will luck out on another if you just sign it. Go to your
Yes.
lawyer and counter.
I am
Yeah,
all
that's
for
pretty
prenups and postnups.
yeah. same.
100%.
That would just solve everything, honestly.
Prenups and postnups.
Because I'm not finna talk to you during the divorce process. Talk to my lawyer. Fuck you
Talk
and
to
your
my
mama.
attorney.
Facts.
No, not your mama. I like them. But fuck you.
Speaking of relationship things, so let's say
Oh, you about
Say
to
you
say
ain't-
some bullshit.
no. I swear to God. Let's say you and your man break up, right? Let's say you and your man live in an apartment together. You and your man break up, but both y'all names is on the lease.
I'm breaking the lease.
You can't live with them.
Nope.
Like yo,
Breaking
what
the
if
lease.
it's like
Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out.
6 months left on the lease?
Breaking it.
That's crazy.
Breaking it.
Well, no, I don't know if I could.
Go live with your mama.
I don't know if I could live
Figure
with
it
my.
out.
I don't know if I could live with my ex either. I'd rather just move out.
You already did it.
Oh shit. Here
And
we
I was
go.
stupid. That was stupid.
I'm like, you already did that.
I already did it, and that's how I know. I don't know. I can't do that shit again.
I'm breaking that lease off rip. Next week, yeah, everything cut off.
So Mark, you stayed with your ex.
Yeah. Well, she stayed with me.
How'd that go?
Horrible.
You already know how it went.
I mean, was
Go
it
back to the episode.
since you was already there? I mean, was it like a free piece of ass or
No, that's the thing. It wasn't.
Solo.
What?
Why you?
No.
No, I'm
it
saying
was
if you're
not.
still living together,
No, that's the thing. It was not right.
yeah.
And it might as well have been because by the end of everything, by the time everything went down,
Yeah.
she accused me of being like this like master manipulator, power player.
Drake.
That used. Yeah,
That's
she
Drake.
accused me of being Drake.
He forced me into uncompromising
Yup.
position.
He used the fact that I was staying
AKA
with
on my
him
back. Okay.
over me, and I was like, if that's the case, why ain't we fuck?
Because she ain't want to fuck you.
Exactly. So it's bullshit.
That's what you told us. Shit. I ain't trying to be mean. Don't look at me like that.
I ain't looking at you like
No,
that.
hell.
Nah. Hey, I'm just looking.
Yeah, that's the case. If I was just masculine that held it
Yeah.
over her head, why did you keep staying with me? 1, 2, why didn't we fuck?
She didn't know where to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She is, how would you say, a hobosexual.
Exactly.
She will fuck for a place.
But obviously she's not because she didn't.
I mean, stayed long enough too.
Yeah. Did she bring anybody through?
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
I like how you
Yeah.
were firm on that.
Yeah.
Hell.
Yeah. Did you bring anybody through? Like,
Oh, yeah, one night I
He
told
said,
her.
hell yeah.
Yeah, one night I told her she had to sleep on the couch because if you ain't getting me nothing.
Get on the
Oh, y'all
couch.
sleeping in the same bed.
Wait,
No,
on
no,
the
no,
same
no.
bed?
No. So we were in a house with a bunch of rooms. She slept in my room.
Oh,
I slept in my bed. She slept on my futon. Right?
adjacent.
Yeah. And she wasn't giving me none, so I was like, all right, well, you know what? Tonight you can sleep downstairs on the couch because I'm about to get me something.
I mean, fair.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
That's awkward.
if she ain't paying rent,
Nope.
And she ain't giving it up.
Yeah.
I mean, she could at least stay at her friend for the night.
that's
I
not
wouldn't
that's
be in the
all-
same house.
But what if she don't have no friends like close? I don't know.
Get a hotel for the night.
Well,
She ain't had no money.
if she couldn't afford
Yeah.
rent,
Yeah.
Oh,
she-
so she was just there and wasn't paying rent. Y'all wasn't even
Yeah.
together.
No.
Oh, you
Yeah.
should have evicted her.
Yeah.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah. Crazy.
Now, Mark had a heart.
Yeah.
Mark had a heart.
Three
Unfortunately,
sizes larger than
Yeah.
the average Grinch. Like, oh my
Unfortunately,
god.
I had a crazy heart.
Yeah, you were very nice.
Now he's cold blooded.
Facts. Now, I mean, I'm in a relationship now, but a woman can't stay with me unless she fucking me, financing, feeding.
That's fair.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or family. 4 Fs.
4 instead of 3.
Yeah.
4
Yeah.
Fs.
At least you cleaned it up with the last F. Okay.
Or 4 Fs.
How long would you let family stay?
It depends on my situation. It depends on what type of place I'm living in.
Yeah.
Like if I got if I got a house where like I got like a separate living space where you could just live on your own and I could just do my thing, then however long it takes to get on your feet. Don't disrespect my spot, but stay however long it takes to get on your feet. But if I just got an apartment with an extra room, yeah, it's a time limit because now you're impeding on my lifestyle and my way of life. Just by the nature of you being here. I like to walk around ass naked. Now I can't do that because you're here.
Yeah. Eating all the bacon and eggs.
Not this scene from Baby Boy. You want some sausage?
Well, some breakfast.
Want some breakfast? Son? Pass me the juice. What? Oh my god. Oh, BT was a crazy place back in the day. Oh my god.
Oh, man, yo. Yeah, man. But speaking about bringing awareness, right? You know, there's still black children missing each year. You know what I'm saying?
More and more.
Yeah, and they don't really bring light to it.
Because there's not a lot of Amber Alerts for us.
Yeah, so
Money talks.
that's the basic thing. They were saying, assume that most minority children are runaways and as a result do not receive an Amber Alert. The missing kids that are over 18 are labeled as associated criminal involvement, gangs, or drugs. It's believed that missing minorities live in impoverished conditions and crime is a regular part of their lives. So that's why they don't really report it as much. Yeah.
Because when little Sarah Beth goes missing, it's
Where-
everywhere.
Everybody got the phone alert.
Yeah. Because I haven't heard an alert for a black kid missing. Have you?
Every now and then.
Like, what's in a blue moon?
Yeah.
But it's usually like from well-established families.
They pick and choose who they want to.
And most of the missing kids I see are like on Facebook posts, like posts.
Yeah, doing our own posts.
Yeah,
you only
yeah,
I'm not sure if they. I'm not sure if they actually enacted this,
yeah.
but California made their own Black Amber Alert to like alert people whenever a black child goes missing, called the Ebony Alert.
Oh,
Interesting.
okay.
Ebony Alert.
Yeah,
Can
I'm not sure if they actually went through with it, because some people, it wasn't in favor of some people.
But also in the same breath, can we just put them on the same list as
It-
the Amber Alert?
and that's why a lot of people weren't in favor of it, because
Can it just?
It's like
why can't it
separation.
just be an Amber Alert?
Yeah,
It's not gonna happen.
yeah.
But why? If there's a
Well, they didn't let us into their colleges, so we had to make our own college.
well, that's true. But then they started fucking that shit up too. But shit.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people are in for it, because like why can't it just be an Amber Alert? Why do we have to have the
The
black
separation, yeah,
Amber Alert?
yeah.
I'm here for it.
Why do we have to have the diversity alert? Like, no, just
If there's no
treat
solution.
the black kid just like the same as you would treat the white
Same
kid.
reason
Create
why we
one.
got BET. Line of separation. There's a market for it, unfortunately. But if there's any way for our black and brown kids to stay as safe as possible, why not have like an extra layer of protection?
What would that look like?
Shoot, the Amber Alerts, like you said. I mean, I feel like even with neighborhood watches we had back in the day, they're non-existent
Yeah,
anymore
no.
because everybody minds their business.
Well, it's dangerous now. It's gangs out now.
Yeah, that's why, and this goes back to, I said, we need a paramilitary organization to help provide protection for black communities.
I mean,
So
they
you're
exist.
saying bring the Black Panthers back?
Yes,
That's basically
yes.
I mean, they
With some
still
black guardian
exist,
angels.
but
But
they're
not
not
nowhere
in the
near,
same
yeah.
magnitude because FBI, CIA is gonna be on them.
Yep. And
So they gotta
they're
act
gonna end up
accordingly.
the same way as Cam Newton. Sorry.
Huey.
It's a Cam Newton. Yeah.
Sorry. It's been a long day and I drunk someone.
I'm dead.
Now, I feel like
I'm so sorry.
I don't know. I feel like if we put some actual like educated leaders in there, because Huey Newton was like what, 23?
He was like 19.
Yeah, like he was. If we put some actual like elders, like not necessarily elders, but like some educated leaders in there, then I feel like enough times passed that where we learn from our mistakes, we can actually do this and enact change.
I mean, because technically gangs were basically that, to the pillars of the community to give back, and it just changed
Yeah.
over time, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
like,
hopefully we
because
can
I-
get back to that,
That's
or
because
have
we
like a
let-
conglomerate that's
That's because we
dedicated
let
to
the
that.
young folks take the reins.
I mean, the Black Panthers were young themselves.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's just greed.
And government infiltration.
Yeah, that as well.
It's
'Cause
like
how
what's
they
what's
just
stopping?
magically?
What's stopping like? I don't know. Like what's stopping us from going to like the north or the south ward, finding a group of men and taking, let's say, $50 from every household to create this organization to protect that ward, and
Unification.
paying for weapons training, paying for medical training, the same thing the Black Panthers did, paying for education. What's stopping us from doing that?
I mean, we could.
Big Brother.
Oh, Big Brother, yeah. Ever since I feel like ever since the whole Black Panther movement, there has been a microscope on the Black community to keep us separated, just so we won't come together and rise up, so to say, to get more power than they allowed us to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the FBI headquarters is right here in North.
Yeah, but like how HOA organizations,
Fuck
neighborhood watch
HOAs.
organizations, like we can do it.
Yeah.
Like, but it's just one. I think it's like we don't come together as a community.
I'll do the neighborhood watches, but fuck HOAs because you taking extra money for what? To do nothing.
Yeah, but
So-
I'm
I
saying
mean,
like
there's still forms of it, like that app. What's that app called? Like Neighborhood or something like that?
yeah,
I think that's like a form of a neighborhood watch
To report crime as it goes.
or anything that's happening.
Or like that Citizens app? Yeah.
Citizen,
Yeah.
there we go.
yeah.
Yeah. That's a good app.
Because either we need one,
It tells you everything.
we need some people. We need a group of people to police the community because by the time the cops get there, it's too late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
I'm
think a
not
lot of
mad
people
at
don't
it.
want to get involved, man. That's what it boils down to. A lot of people don't want to get involved.
I think it's just ignorance. Like people just don't care enough.
Yeah.
Just-
And
we
I think
have
that
so
people
much-
do care, but it's the people who don't care and people who are just so ignorant that makes it hard.
And sometimes we have so much going on in our own lives. It's like, how can we help the community if we can't even help ourselves? You
Love
know,
each other.
Yeah.
True.
But not everybody has that community mindset. That's dying.
it was destroyed in our community. Shoot, even the nuclear family kind of destroyed the generational family aspect of like being with your whole family. Now you're just mom and dad and kids instead of grandma,
Maybe
grandpa.
dad, maybe just mom. Like everybody's
There's that too.
I know.
not a lot of family structure.
I'll always be in favor of the nuclear family. Just mom, dad, sister, brother, and like everybody else, they're still a part of the family, but it's just like they're an outward sector.
Yeah.
I think the nuclear family is just a way to summarize that.
I mean, the nuclear family is only normal in America because in other countries like the continent of Africa, there are Middle Eastern countries, India, they have multiple generations in one household, even though in certain cases the spaces can be small, but it works for them. We're one of the only cultures that does the whole nuclear family monolith thing.
Yeah, I mean, but
And sometimes
not to say that this is
disconnect.
not, for lack of better words, I feel like those cultures aren't as developed as here either.
In terms of what?
In terms of infrastructure,
Well, that has nothing to do with culture, though.
We're talking about unifying community. We're not talking about infrastructure and how people live.
but all that goes into community, right? Because one nuclear family living next to another nuclear family, like next to another community nuclear family, creates a community.
Okay, and we have that in America, but we don't have that. So, like,
Well, no, we
There's
used
no
to have
unity.
that. We used to have that in the 60s and the 70s.
yeah,
Right.
that's when we started moving away from the generational monolith of living generationally and then moving into the nuclear space. But then it changed when people are noticing nuclear families. We don't have to communicate with our neighbors. We don't have to do all these things. That's when it starts to form into something else.
I think I don't necessarily
Are
think
you
that's
saying
the
like
truth.
other cultures are like that because of their circumstance? Like they can't afford to, their family members can't afford to move out and get their own place like us? Is that what you're saying?
No, so what I'm saying is like the nuclear family, mom, dad, sister, brother, right? In one household, right? Yeah, sure, you had grandma and grandpa, right? But that was just another extension of another nuclear family, right? And we used to have that in the 60s and 70s. But then, don't kill me on the factual analysis
No,
here.
I
But
think you're talking about either after World War II or the Vietnam War, as far as like time. But continue.
then they enacted welfare. Then that gave mothers
Yeah.
incentives to kick the fathers out of the home.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
after the Vietnam War.
Yeah. Then we didn't have as many, especially in the black community, we didn't have as many nuclear families because fathers weren't incentivized to stay in the family, or women were actively incentivized to not have the father in the family.
Yeah.
So I feel
So
like
that's a
that's
result
true.
of us being more advanced?
say again.
Is that a result of us being more advanced as a country?
Or is it a regression?
Regression.
So yeah, that's a regression. But I was talking about as far as like when I say like advancements, I was talking about as far as like infrastructure. But I feel like if we could return to that nuclear family, then we could create the communities, the neighborhood watches, and when one nuclear family is living next to another nuclear family, we both have our families to protect. So it'll encourage us to look out for one another.
I get where you're coming from. I get it. It's just like your idea of the nuclear family is not what we have right now. And how can we as a people, well, obviously as a nation, it's going to be a little bit difficult. But in our own community, how can we change that?
Incentivize fathers to stay in the home.
And how would those benefits look like towards fathers?
Certain tax breaks.
That's
for,
exactly what will work. Tax breaks.
Yeah, certain tax breaks
Yeah.
for nuclear families.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much it. The same certain rent increases and not rent increases, but
Decreases.
certain rent decreases, housing vouchers, things of that nature. Same thing single mothers get for not having the father in the home.
So for people that are like technically on a married spectrum, like marriage certificate
Yeah.
to show that they're actually
Promote
together.
and encourage marriage.
Yeah, that would
I'm feeling that.
yeah, that'd be a good benefit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm feeling that part.
Yeah.
Like having people actually wanting to be together, stay together. Because we all know at least 1 or 2 couples in the hood that have been together for 50, 11 years.
Ain't never
They
married.
ain't never been
That's-
married. But
I
technically,
had a
the odds
couple
are
of my
low.
family.
Yeah.
Yo, I got a couple of them in my family, which is crazy to me.
We all do.
How many times have we heard our marriage is just a piece of paper?
Oh yeah.
Like, so first of all, I had somebody I was on a date with tell me that because they're talking about what are your ideas of marriage, and they're just like, oh, I don't believe in marriage. I'm like, okay, what made you feel that way? It's like, oh, it's just a piece of paper, and I'm like, mind
Stop.
you, he is a single father, and I said, okay, but you signed your daughter's birth certificate, right? Yeah, but that's just a piece of
That's
paper,
a piece
right?
of paper.
No, that's a binding document to your child.
Yeah.
Just like it's a binding document to me as your partner.
Money
It's
is
literally the
Exactly.
same thing.
money is just a piece of paper at the end of the day.
Exactly.
But you need that.
It holds value.
It holds
It holds
value.
value.
Yeah.
It could be more or less, but it holds value.
Yeah, so that's the way to get the family structure
That's the
back.
way to incentivize family structure.
Yeah, make it whole value. Tax breaks.
Now I feel like we give people more money for having kids and not having a second parent in the household.
I mean, let's be real. Tax season came and went, and people that have not birthed children or have not legally
Get
been
killed.
killed every
Killed.
time.
No
Oh my God.
dependents.
I don't have any dependents, have not been legally married, doing all the right things that our parents told us to do. Not just have random kids. Don't do drugs. Go to college. We do all these things, and what do
Yeah.
we get back in tax returns? $90 fucking
owe
dollars.
them. We owe the government.
Yeah.
I was told recently that because I didn't want to stay in a toxic job, I was told that I was privileged and entitled because I don't have any kids. Because I did the right thing and I didn't have any kids that would make me be chained to this toxic job. I was told I was privileged and entitled for that.
Then so be it.
I'm just like
Let's be privileged and entitled
Yeah.
with our money. Damn. We have other expenses too. What if you have a dog? That's a
We just
living
wanna
being.
Live our life and be happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't be.
I'm just like I'm not trying to
projecting.
have kids before I can afford it. Like
That was just a little bit of jealousy.
Yeah.
That's all that was.
Of what?
Whoever said that to him, they were
Oh,
jealous.
I'm about to say with
Nah,
us.
they were jealous, man.
Yeah,
they were
I'm
jealous.
of the tax breaks y'all
Yeah.
get. That's the only thing I'm jealous
Yeah,
about.
they were just jealous of the fact that
I
like
want that $3,000
you can live
for
your
having a
life.
child.
yeah.
that was it.
They're like, oh, because like I my last job, it was crazy. It was like 6-7 day work weeks, 16-hour shifts every other day, no phone, no smartwatches, no connection with the outside world till you got off. No,
For
no
16
nothing.
hours.
16 hours every other day, 6-7 day work weeks.
Yeah, they ain't gonna
Yeah,
work.
nah.
And when I would bring up that when I would talk to like my coworkers, I'm just like, yo, I gotta get up out of here. Like this is crazy. I can't believe y'all been here 15, 20 years and y'all just it's cool with this. She's like, oh, you privileged. You ain't got no kids.
Yeah, misery loves company.
So you being in the same shitty job with children makes it automatically better? What?
I'm like, how-
I would think kind of worse. Like what?
Yeah, they're just projecting their misery onto you.
Yeah.
I'm like, even if I had kids, ain't no way you gonna get me to stay here. Now I wouldn't just up and leave. I'd make sure I had something else.
Yeah.
But ain't no way you gonna get me to stay in this toxic ass environment.
Because you're at
Even
that
with
point,
kids.
you're not even seeing your kids at that point. You're
Exactly.
16 hours in. That's insane. You
That's
only have 8
a lot.
hours to
Yeah.
sleep before the next shift. That's illegal. Is it illegal?
Like you,
Oh, what-
you
what?
young. You ain't got no kids.
Nah, that's
Not-
legal. That's legal.
It's not illegal.
It's not.
But it's just like
It feel like it though.
insensitive.
Yeah, it's just like it's
How many breaks you had? I feel like
one 15-minute break.
1 15-minute break out of 16
Illegal.
hours?
Call the police.
So 1 15-minute break per shift.
That's
Call the
inhumane.
police.
Yeah.
Call them.
Borderline slavery.
Yo, that's crazy. So that was like for your lunch and everything.
Yep. You had to do everything. You had to.
You gotta go clock out before you eat lunch, and then go clock back in.
You had
So
to
that's gonna
eat.
take like 5 minutes.
Use the bathroom. Make sure your food got there if you didn't bring food with you. Check on your family, all in that 15 minutes. So else you would be getting the call like, hey, you got to get back.
Yeah, you got to pack a salad or a peanut butter and jelly.
One
You
of
can't
my
even heat up your
coworkers-
food.
One of my coworkers was just like, hey man, you got to watch what you eat because you may not know when you're gonna get to a bathroom, man. So you gotta watch. Like,
And they just say
Yeah.
it like it's normal.
Yeah. Nah.
Like I can't take a shit during my break, like my shift. That's not a break.
Better wipe your ass in 15 minutes.
yeah, bro.
That sound like Amazon. Nah, bro.
Yeah. Amazon's like that too?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard about that shit. Like they will time you if you feel like you're doing too long in the bathroom. I heard some people get fired off of that shit.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, yeah, this is modern day slavery.
But at least they get a break, right?
And-
They get like an hour break probably.
I think so, or like
But
a
the
half
warehouse
hour.
is so big, it takes people a long time just to walk from
Yeah.
where they at to go to the office to clock out to go back to.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, yeah, like you're not about to make me feel bad about wanting to leave this toxic ass hellhole because I don't got kids. Like, ain't no way.
You got options.
Yep.
Real quick, I saw on the social networks that the Lovers and Friends Fest suddenly
Canceled.
canceled within
Oh,
24
yeah,
hours
yeah,
of
yeah.
the start time. It was literally less than 12 hours.
Yeah, that's crazy.
People were flying in. People flew in from around the world. Some people came in from like New
That's
Zealand,
crazy.
Atlanta, Houston. People
shit.
learned about these announcements in mid-flight
That is
going
crazy.
to
Yes.
Vegas.
Crazy.
I'd be tight.
And
I'd
some
be
of the
tight.
performers didn't even know about the cancellation until they saw it on Instagram.
The performers?
Yeah.
That's unprofessional.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, this is, some people are saying like, oh, this is a reminder of the Fire Festival. Remember with Ja Rule?
Oh, with
and
Ja
them?
Rule. Yeah, yeah.
And it's giving that vibe of like empty promises and empty
Yeah.
booths. All the vendors, all the food and items that were purchased are basically wasted. I saw
crazy.
like another vendor that traveled all the way from Houston to like, get food for an event.
Yeah.
She hired staff, all these things, produce to cook and prep, and it's all wasted, thousands of dollars wasted.
That is crazy.
So who's like in charge of this?
That part,
Isn't it Usher?
no, he's
Nah,
one
he's
of the
just the
headliners.
headliner.
I
But
thought he
there's
was
like
behind
another
it.
conglomerate
Or Tank.
that's in charge
Was
of
Tank part of
I
it
don't
too?
think it's Tank.
Let me look it up. So sorry.
I think Tank was on the bill, but I don't think he ran.
Man, the performers didn't even know.
It
Yeah,
was
that's
janky
crazy.
since the beginning.
I'm wondering like why they couldn't really book the venue.
It was because of the winds. It was 50-mile-an-hour winds,
But
so
why
it
do
was
we-
too dangerous.
Why do we keep having festivals in Las Vegas when we know their wind gusts are very like prominent?
And why is
They-
it not inside like a stadium somewhere?
Some dude named Vincent North is the owner of
Yeah,
it.
Vincent North. This has been going on since 2020 and 2023. Lil Jon considered a potential lawsuit against Live Nation which promotes the Vegas event. So they just been having a whole bunch of issues. Why they canceled? High gust winds, and it was announced 6 hours ago.
But wouldn't they know about the winds prior to the day
Yeah.
of? Like, I'm pretty sure it's meteorologists sending out alerts, like
yo.
at least a few days before.
In a big event like that, you usually have like an alternate venue.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, because all of those, stages, the vendors, all of that stuff is set up outside. Like you would have to, if you were gonna do an indoor event, you would have to book that venue like a year in advance.
And call me biased or whatever, man, but that's why I stick to going to my little rock shows
Oh my god.
where nobody knows the artist but me. I know their whole set list because, yeah, hip hop and R&B shows, like
Damn, you really.
It
at
was
the
genuine.
hip hop shows, I'm afraid I'm gonna get shot. At
Dang.
the R&B shows,
First of all,
I want to go
pause.
see Lauryn Hill. She gonna be late.
Well, we already know she gonna be 3 hours late.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
already know. Jersey
Lovers
girl
and
be
Friends, they getting canceled the day of. Like, oh nah. See, I'll stick to my mosh pits.
So what's the next rock show you're gonna go to?
Next rock show I'm gonna go to, probably Not Fest.
Not Fest.
Yeah, probably Not Fest.
Sound like
Yeah.
not something I'm gonna go to. Where's it at though?
You funny.
Where's it at?
So they got some. They have them in it. It's a whole like tour, but they have one show in Jones Beach, New York.
Oh, Long Island.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Probably go to that. See what that's about.
But you don't fuck with New York.
I
girl.
like my safety, so I'm
But
gonna
you don't
stay
fuck
out
with
the
New York, Mark.
smart
I don't.
mosh pits.
I don't fuck with New York City.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't fuck with the city.
No. I'm driving there. I'm not taking no trains.
Yeah, I feel you on
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah. Long Island on
Yeah,
the
you
train.
can't take no train to Long Island.
That shit far as hell.
Not Long Island.
another
Long
state.
Island City,
Yeah. Yeah.
but ain't no state. Honestly, I feel like it should have been considered a state, but
Yeah,
whatever.
that's his own state.
That's a totally different realm. That's suburbia.
Yeah. It is. It is. And they got the nerve to hate on Jersey.
What?
I've never heard
I've
that.
never heard of that shit before.
Long Island?
How,
A lot of Long Islanders hate on Jersey.
how when we barely know them?
Yeah.
Because they think they part of the NYC culture.
They don't even claim them. At least New Jersey claims New Jersey. Long Island, New York does not claim Long Island, so I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah.
Hey.
At least Staten Island is a part of the borough conversation. They're not even a part of the borough conversation. Who the fuck are
And
they?
then people that live on Staten Island, they say Northern Shore is NYC, Southern Shore is Jersey.
I agree.
Yeah, that's what the people on Staten Island say.
I mean, like, girl, Staten Island mad close to
Staten
Jersey.
Island is more Jersey than New York, anyways.
I call
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but I don't want to
call
rep
them-
no
Oh
Staten
no,
Island.
we're not claiming it.
I call
But
them New Jersey's rude ass
if you want to
cousins.
get technical, but
I heard something about New York or New Jersey lost Staten Island in a car game. I don't know how true that is.
I don't know because like if you look at geography, if you look it up, like Staten Island is technically geographically New Jersey.
yeah,
Just like Brooklyn and Queens is really Long Island.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But do they claim that shit?
No.
Nah. Do they even know that? Like I know people from Brooklyn. They like what?
How dare
Bruh,
you?
it's Long Island.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you, but it's Long Island.
It's kind of far. You
Yeah.
have to go take the G all the way down. Who the fuck? Who takes the G?
It's an hour drive from here. Brooklyn's an hour drive from here.
No. Well, from me, Brooklyn is 15 minutes. No
For
traffic.
me, it's,
Mr. Fancy
for me,
Pants.
it's about an
No,
hour.
no,
traffic.
because I'm in Elizabeth. So
I know. That's why I
Emphasis on no
said
traffic.
all
Right by
that
the
damn
bridge,
traffic
so.
over there.
yeah, and Bay Ridge, you know what I mean? That's 15-minute drive.
So yeah, sorry for the people.
Sorry for the people that was in front. I hope y'all get y'all money back.
Please do.
They should have known that from the beginning because when they was booking artists, the artists didn't even know that they was on the bill.
Which
That's
was
crazy,
Should have
yo.
been
Which
a
was the
sign.
first red
Yeah,
flag.
that's the first red flag.
Wait. So
like,
how did they not know they were on a bill?
By them looking at Instagram and say, "Yo, that's my motherfucking name."
Like, wait a minute.
Wait, who sanctioned this?
I might have something else to do
Yeah.
at that date.
They might have,
But-
like, that's why I'm like,
No,
you
thanks for the
slapped
offer.
all-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all slapped all that on the bill before people said anything. The ink dry on the contract. I don't know.
See, if they would have had it in Jersey, it would have worked out.
See, nah, because remember Juneteenth last year? Tried to do that shit in North. Shut that shit down real quick. But for some reason, miraculously, a month later, we have it 24 hours apiece. And then magically, we have enough police forces for that.
Yeah.
But we couldn't have Juneteenth in Branchwood Park. Just saying.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was so weird. I'm like, you're picking and choosing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is.
Picking and choosing. because they did the owners of the Juneteenth festival dirty.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So dirty.
What, last minute?
Oh, last minute
Bait and
and
switch.
They switched basically from the story that we read. Basically, the powers that be of Newark or whoever is in charge of the parks, their fee of the park and the security doubled basically. So the security police force went from like 10,000 to 20,000 after they realized it was a black event. They doubled that shit.
Damn.
And it caused us to back out. So now they're doing it at a new location, which I will be attending. And it won't be in Newark, unfortunately, because unfortunately, they don't know how to treat our creatives correctly and fairly. But they are having a Puerto Rican festival with no issues
That's crazy.
in Branchwood Park.
Where they move it to?
Do you have any answers, Mayor of Newark?
Roz
Will we
Baraka, we need answers.
We need answers.
Yeah.
And the
Why-
reason we have this dumbass Cherry Blossom Festival, but we can't have
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth Festival.
You're having all these Spanish festivals with no issues. No one's doing anything. And as soon as we're trying to do an event for ourselves, it gets shut down 2 days beforehand. Any answers to that? Because they haven't had any answers. You want to answer it to us?
Yeah, the Portuguese festival, man, listen.
I'm just saying.
They
It'd
shut
be
everything down
more.
for that.
It should be. It's more rowdy than Juneteenth.
Yeah. You can't even get in Ironbound.
Just saying.
Nah.
Keep it fair for everybody.
So where did they move Juneteenth to?
To Haldemill, the PNC Center.
Oh, Homedale?
PNC Center,
Homedale.
Homedale?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yep.
You fucking travel all the way out there.
Exactly, yo. Yeah.
I'm finna travel out there.
Yeah, but like, why would you want to? I mean, I get it, you want to do it, but like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because-
most people from Newark are not going.
Well, the reason, shit, I'm going. I don't know
I
what
mean,
about
I used
Yeah.
to go there for Warped Tour and shit, but like,
I mean, at the end of the day, go where you're accepted, not tolerated. They weren't accepted at Branchwood Park, which they wanted to do. Go, and they got accepted over there. So we might as well move to where
Yeah,
we
I guess
are.
it's targeted to like all of New Jersey since it's kind of like a midway point. So
So the people that are in Trenton and all that. I was about to
Trenton,
say South
Camden.
Jersey, but I don't want you to spaz out on me.
It is South Jersey.
no, it ain't. Ain't
South-
nothing
yo.
south about
Yo,
it.
listen.
No,
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 listen.
no,
No, listen.
I say it's central. It's central.
It's definitely central.
I think
South.
I think it's a starting point of South Jersey.
Nah.
It's not South Jersey though.
And listen,
Anything under Trenton is South Jersey.
Is it bad that I don't even say Central Jersey? There's just a north and a south.
Nah, 'cause, like,
I mean, because you're not from
It's like
Central
New
Jersey, so you
Brunswick.
don't know anything about Central
That's
Jersey.
why I said.
But I'm
that
from
shit don't-
Central
that
Jersey,
shit
so
don't
I
make
can tell
sense.
you.
As soon as it's South Brunswick, it's South Jersey to me. That's
all
it.
right, look,
I'm
look,
so
look,
sorry.
look. All right, 609 area code,
Okay.
08 zip code.
Okay.
Then you guys
That's
get like Philly
Central
news,
Jersey.
right? Don't you get Philly news?
We get both. We get Philly and New York.
Radio? You get what?
We get Philly and New York.
Kind of fucked
So
up.
it's
That's what I'm
Central
saying.
Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
I
man.
always said it was Central Jersey, like New Brunswick, all that.
Well, Bordentown gets the same shit.
Bordentown, South Jersey.
They get
Yeah,
the same thing as
Bordentown's
y'all.
Bordentown,
They get
Hamilton.
Philly and New York news, and
No, they don't get New York.
They
in
only get Philly
Bordentown.
news.
the radio. They
Yeah.
get New York,
Yeah,
Yeah, they do.
But the channels be Philly.
and they like 5-10 minutes from Trenton. They're like 10 minutes from Trenton.
Yeah. But it's not, Trenton is not South Jersey. It's below Trenton, so that's
So
South
apparently
Jersey.
the Mason-Dixon line is right on Trenton.
Hold on.
What you say?
But let me ask you a question.
10 minutes from Jersey City is New York, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
same
But
shit.
it's a hard line in the sand.
But hold on. What is wrong? I want to hear this, man, because what is wrong with being from South Jersey? I want to
That's
hear
why
this.
I'm
Because
trying to
South
figure
Jersey
out,
is
bro.
like the Jersey Shore people who have beach houses and go to the shore and that whole like shore culture.
So
That is-
Camden not South Jersey?
Camden is pretty much Philly.
Nah, yo.
Camden is Philly.
Because then they say the same thing about Jersey City.
Camden
That's New York.
is Camden.
Well, it kind of is. It's kind of knockoff New York.
Knock
knock
off.
off New York.
Oh.
Listen,
I mean, I can say
shit.
that. I have family in Jersey City. My family's from Jersey City. And I mean, it's a knockoff New York.
It is a knockoff New
It
York.
ain't no knockoff. It's Jersey.
It is, but it's
If you
You just gotta say we got similarities.
we have
The
similarities,
views
but
of our
we're,
guests today do
we're
not
talking
reflect
about
the
people
views of
have
the
like
MYB podcast.
we were transplants back in the day, okay? And going off of like comparisons, I'm not gonna lie, the Bronx looks exactly like Jersey City. I'm so sorry.
The Bronx?
Yes.
Fuck no. Hell no. I used to live in the Bronx.
I used to live in the Bronx too.
That shit don't look like no
Gun
damn
Hill
Jersey
Road,
City.
that shit do look like Jersey City.
Nah, man. Hell nah.
Especially if you go on
JC look more like-
Concourse? Grand Concourse.
Man.
Don't
I
look like
can't-
Jersey City.
But I can't compare
Come
Jersey
on,
City
Jesus.
to the Bronx. Hell nah, man. I think
Without the fucking train system, we got the same infrastructure, we got the same crackheads, we got the same shit.
Same crack.
I would compare the
God
Bronx
damn.
more to like, let's say we could do a comparison city by city, right? I would compare the Bronx more to like Patterson.
Or Passaic.
Yeah, over that way.
But still.
Jersey City, I would compare it more to like Uptown. The whole, if you look at, you gotta, I'm saying comparison. You gotta look at style,
Harlem
everything.
looks exactly like Newark. I'm so sorry.
I compare Newark more to like Brooklyn.
I don't know what y'all
No,
talking about. 'cause I
Newark
don't
looks
fuck with New
like
York City
Harlem
at
to
all.
me. I'm so sorry. That shit. It do.
Nah, like if you compare like, let's say downtown Brooklyn, like back in the day, it's like downtown Newark.
Now you said you are not following the.
Yeah.
This is the
Like
quietest
the
you have
old
been this whole time.
downtown Brooklyn look like downtown Newark, downtown Elizabeth. Like that's how the shit used to look. Yeah.
Wait, that's how downtown Trenton look too.
That's why I said. That's why we said once we moved over there, we were just like, yo, this looked like the hoods of Jersey. What the fuck? Just
Certain
different
parts. Certain parts.
It's a lot of
but
similarities though.
I'm not gonna say the whole thing.
Not the whole thing, of course, but
But-
certain neighborhoods remind of certain parts of Jersey.
And I think Trenton and Camden got more similarities to, if we're gonna do similarities, they got more similarities to Philly than they do anything New York.
I mean, they're
I
closer
only,
to Philly.
I only been
though.
in Can. I mean, I only been in Trenton.
Y'all got row homes too, right?
I was talking to
Yeah.
this girl.
That's
That
Philly.
shit look like the hood.
That's Philly. It is.
You said Trenton or
Trenton.
Camden? Okay.
What?
Well,
What's
I
So
think
I only been in
that's
Trenton a
the-
handful of times when I was talking to this girl, and like that shit look like the hood.
Oh, it is the hood.
That
It
shit
is.
It is the hood.
It's the
It
capital.
is the hood. Yeah.
It's the capital.
Shorty
but-
came
Yeah.
out of like the row houses like you see in Baltimore. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
that's where I grew up.
yeah, nah.
Yeah.
In a row house.
In
Yeah.
the
No
row
front yard. No
Yeah, I'm
barely
just
your
like-
backyard. No trees.
Yeah, I don't think I want. You gonna have to catch the train back home because I don't think I'm gonna be out
You
here.
ain't, you ain't going back through
You
there?
trifling.
Hey,
Yo. So wait, you would drive through NYC, but you wouldn't drive through Trenton.
I wouldn't drive through either at night.
But you drive through Newark at night.
I guess.
I know Newark. I know
Okay.
where to go and where not to go and where like.
All right, it's
You-
understandable. That's
okay, you
understandable.
just need to know where to
layout,
go
yeah,
and where
yeah.
not to go.
I mean, the
before you
highways
make
is,
that.
well,
Take the FDR,
it
nigga.
depends on where she live, what neighborhood she live in.
I don't even
Yeah, it
remember. I don't even
depends.
remember what neighborhood she lived in.
So if you met a shorty from the projects,
Well,
you're
the
not
row
walking
house.
you're not walking to the building.
So in Staten Island, but my girl lives across the street from a project.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
You lived
Homie.
across the street from the project.
Yes, and it
Yeah.
made me feel like I was at home. I'm like, well, I looked out the window and I saw nigga shit across the street. I said, you know what? I could make it here. I could do this. If I could do it back at home, I could do this. It's just a different breed of crackhead. It's okay. It is fine. We'll
it
get
wasn't
through
bad.
it. It wasn't bad. The Caucasian people make it seem like we lived in a fucking war zone across the
Oh,
street,
yeah.
but that's another topic.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll get into that another time.
Embrace living, being from South Jersey. That's all I gotta say. Embrace
I'm
it.
not from South Jersey.
Nah, yo.
She's on the tip of the central, the tip,
I'm from the capital.
Yeah, capital.
Dang.
the
The
capital.
capital.
She's staying on business. Even though I always thought Newark should be the capital, but
It
I mean,
wasn't
t-
too bad.
Oh,
It's
shut
okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, everybody knows Newark. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of stuff
capital.
happening.
biggest city.
everybody knows
We
Newark.
know
Yeah.
the governor won't come here. We know. We know. That's why the capital down there, not up here.
Our governor's been up here.
He ain't about to go to work over here.
Nah, no, he ain't about to go work over
That's
here.
what
Nah.
I said. Like,
But
ain't
he
about
has come to,
go
like-
to his office.
He has come to University Hospital a couple times to visit. Like I've seen him with my own eyes, just like
Not more than a couple hours.
No, the hell no.
That's why I'm. That's why
You
I'm
don't be anywhere
right.
more than a couple hours.
Yeah.
You don't
That's
even be in Trenton more than a couple hours.
That's what I'm trying to say. These niggas don't care.
He went to like wave at everybody and see the helipad on top of the hospital. He did.
That's all right. Jersey's about due for change. I think it's gonna change a lot. In the next 10 years, it's gonna change completely. I think.
Completely?
I think so. A lot. Yeah, gentrification.
Well, yeah, gentrification.
Yo,
As
y'all
soon
heard
as we saw
about?
the Whole Foods, I already knew that shit was
I
done.
heard about the Burlington Coat Factory that they putting downtown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, on Market, right?
Yeah.
Burlington Coat
Yeah.
Factory is just sprouting like weeds.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It is drug front.
Well, remember, it's basically just a conglomerate store of like people's byproducts of like old
'Cause on-
shit slash.
Route 3, they just built
Manufacturing.
a Burlington Coat Factory where the Bed Bath & Beyond is directly across the street from the existing Burlington Coat Factory. I'm like, why y'all build one across the street from each other? Like, what's going on here?
Maybe
So, you know-
money laundering.
yeah.
That's what it
I
sounds
don't care
like.
what
Like
nobody
the
say.
mattress firms.
Yeah,
I told y'all about
mattress
the mattress
Mattress
firms.
firms, money
Mattress
laundering operations.
firms, storage unit places.
I told y'all is because
'Cause
why
why
y'all
they
have,
everywhere?
Why y'all have 3 mattress firms in the same neighborhood? Y'all washing money. I don't
It's a
care.
mattress firm right here.
Y'all-
Then there's another one right there. Like,
Y'all don't need that many mattresses in the hood. Y'all don't need that many.
who really buying mattresses
Who
that
is
frequently?
buying mattresses that frequently at that price point?
Who's buying mattresses like
Oh
that?
yeah, I think there's a lot of
You
places
buy one
that's doing
mattress
money laundering.
and that's
Yeah.
it for a while.
Yeah, there's a lot of places.
Allegedly, mattress firm. Please don't sue me.
Yeah, there's a lot of places, man. There's a lot of stores that like are taken up but never open in Midtown. You know what I
told
mean?
y'all-
They got the storefront, but it's never open.
Yeah,
And the rent,
be
you
high,
know how much the rent is.
high as hell.
Yeah,
I told y'all about the Irvington jewelry store experience I had, right?
No,
nah.
All right, so
the one on Springfield, right?
yeah,
I feel like I know which one you're talking about.
so there's this Irvington jewelry store on Springfield Avenue in Irvington, right?
Yeah,
So I wanted to get a new watch band, watch band for my smartwatch or whatever, right? Went to the jewelry store, right? Now I went to this jewelry store as a kid to get a necklace. The same jewelry is in the window from when I was like 13.
you serious?
When we was in
Yeah.
high school, god damn, they don't even
I
change the
believe
jewelry.
it.
Jewelry.
I believe it.
And I was like, oh, y'all. Now, mind you, this was last year, right? It's like, oh, yeah, we don't take cards. We don't take cash. We don't take Apple Pay either. I'm like, yeah.
What do y'all
Yeah,
get?
that's much
yeah,
laundering.
yeah, you know
The,
what it
the
is.
necklace that I remember seeing in the window as a kid, it was gold as a kid, but now it's like brown greenish. I'm like, yo, what are y'all doing?
Oh, you think something will be washed in the bag?
Yeah, it's definitely a store like that in Trenton growing up that sold patio furniture, and it was never anybody there.
Because who has
It was-
patios
it
in Trenton?
existed my whole life, and I ain't never seen a single person in that store. Like, something's going on.
Who got a patio?
I don't know. Is it North Trenton the nice part?
No,
Nah,
West Trenton.
or West? They got the patios.
I guess some people got
Yeah.
patio, but most people don't.
Yeah, these stores are definitely drug fronts.
Yeah.
Hey man, you gotta get it how you get it. Get it how you get it.
Get it how you get it.
That's it.